remarks. You didn't really try to invite tears. I heard his story. I connected to him. But when he introduced his parents, I was not sure if he was going to pay me back for the emotion I shared with him while he spoke. Because he comes from a heritage of professors. And he married into another heritage of professors. So I want to tell Chinedu that he is lucky, luckier than most of us, and luckier than some of us who are here, and luckier than those who are out there. And when he described Oji River with the adjectives that tended to suggest that it's some place we can't access, I'm also persuaded to say that while he's right in the context of a wider and a global development measuring index, I also think Oji River is such a great place. Such a great place that has done so well. That place that hosts our police training college, that place that hosts our premier health training facility, that place that holds the future of our economy, where the gas field at Ukwuoba transcends the boundary of Oji River and Anambra, where our iron ore straddles that stretch. So it can be a place that anybody will describe in such terms that suggests it is so remote. And quite frankly, no part of Enugu ends a description that brings it lower than any part in West Africa. Am I right? Thank you. But today, we're here because Chinedu dared. He dared to tread on the path that most will be reluctant to venture into. When you engage yourself in ventures that are not tangible, but that are intellectually driven, that are laced with so much intellectual struggle, when you engage yourself in ventures that try to create a platform where young people, old people, everybody sit down to discuss and digest views and ideas, where you try to incubate perspectives that affect the rest of us, it takes courage to take that venture. So on behalf of the rest of us, can we all give Chinedu and his team a round of applause? When I was asked to come to this event and say this TEDx, I must confess my ignorance. The TEDx I know is the TEDx I watch on television in England. So I said to Professor Chidionye, what's going on? I hope what's happening TEDx? She said yes. And he tried to educate me on what I had missed over the years. So when I got in here, I tried to ask, how long have they done this? And I heard they've done this is the third time, right? So Chinedu, you deserve another round of applause. And on behalf of a very grateful state and a grateful people, I want to say a very big thank you. Thank you for thinking home, and thank you for having the commitment to where you did not make a choice to come from. None of us made a choice to be Enugu people. We woke up to find out that we're here. So there is a purpose for which God made that to happen. Our collective responsibility, those of us that serve, those of you that hired us, is to find that purpose and to fulfill it. Hello? And that brings me to a few remarks I want to make here today. Today's TEDx talk is about persistence, right? In a moment, Professor Chidionye, our Secretary to Government, on the impact of leadership and persistence in developmental leadership, or in leadership development as it were. So what I'm going to do is essentially to make a few remarks and try to give the vision that brought us to the point he's going to talk to us about today. Discuss leadership. The ingredients of leadership will actually be ideas and vision. While the ideas will speak to specific issues, specific thoughts around peculiar thoughts on particular subjects and all that. Vision gives us the global picture. The imagination, that abstract imagination of what can become, that we can see. It gives us ability to imagine the limitless opportunity, things we can make happen that we are not sure how it will work. But that can't happen if we don't persist. That's where there is a convergence with persistence, leadership, and ideas. There's a convergence because they will, at some point, will have to work together. And it is that imagination that you know is not easy. Believing in a thought that you're not sure how it will come out. Believing in a thought that people disagree with you. Thinking you can make things happen. Essentially thinking you can drag tomorrow to today. And that's why we tell you that tomorrow is here. You can drag tomorrow to today because you can envision tomorrow. You will face obstacles. There are those that will say it's not possible. The same way you don't have doubts. There are those that will oppose you. Mind you, they are not bad people. They are honest, good people. They mean well for our state. They mean well in their thoughts. We simply have to think about things differently. That doesn't make them bad people. That doesn't make them evil people. They are simply seeing things from a different perspective. And you do not blame them. If we've done things the same way for so long, and you suddenly wake up one day and you say you want to bring tomorrow down today, and you want to change the way things have been done, you expect people to react to that. So we say it's not possible. But at each point in time, what leads those visions, such imagination, is about the hope for a just society. It's about the hope for a fair and equitable society. An equitable society that creates a functional transport system where the governor, his deputy, the SSG, the council chairman, the commissioners, the bus drivers, the students, the farmers, everybody can join the bus and have a convenient travel system. It is that vision that makes you think it is possible to radically review the educational system and migrate everybody to a smart green school system that offers everybody opportunity to learn the skills for today and prepare themselves for the job of tomorrow. That the world is going digital. That all of us here have access to our mobile phones. That people now sit in the comfort of their homes and work for companies overseas and earn a living. That architects need knowledge of science and IT because engineering and housing designs have moved from mere paper to people designing them and having them for you in a 3D and mood board that gives you an imagination of what you want to get when they finish. It is that part that is almost getting impossible to practice medicine if you don't have basic knowledge of science and IT, because doctors now will have to share their images electronically. You can see a diagnostic center, you can visit a diagnostic facility here and you share the image with your doctor in any part of the world. They will look at it and send you back a program for your treatment. It is the same for we lawyers, where all your reports are now electronic. So if you have to go to court, you have to research your cases, you essentially have to access digital libraries and digital law reports. Even our courts, some of them are beginning to do our proceedings electronically. You sit in the comfort of your offices, you file your cases, argue your cases before lawyers, judges who sit wherever they want to. And rulings are given that way. So when people say to you, oh, you're spending so much in school, you're trying to reorganize and disrupt the school system. Yeah, they are right. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to do that because we know that that's what we need to prepare our people for tomorrow. We are doing it because not that it's convenient to do it, but because we know it is the right thing to do. We are doing it because we want every child in Enugu to have access to health quality education, irrespective of circumstances of your birth. Because those schools, as you know, are free. That's why we are doing it. But in doing this, you take difficult decisions because it comes with a cost. At some point, you are forced to do things that hurt you, things that hurt your friends, things that make you lose your friends. You take decisions that pinch your family members, but that's what the people hired you to do. So you just have to do them because it is for the greater good. There are decisions we've taken in government that did hurt almost all of us there. Personal interests, family interests, we lost friends.